Plus November 16th. All episodes drop at once, so you can binge the whole thing. But tonight we are going to give you a little sneak preview. First of all, I have to give a shout out to Group 1's climb instructors. Nathan and Irk right back there. They were amazing, and we invited them to drinks. We're going to get them a raise because they were awesome. Let's hear it for Group 1. Group 2? What was it? Climbers ready? Pretty good. Anyway, we're incredibly proud of Limitless. This series was nothing but a Herculean effort. And we have two of the people responsible here tonight. Jane Root from Utopia, who produced the shows for us, and Dr. Modupe, who calmed all of us before our climb. And if you had a chance to watch the first episode, you will see that she did the exact same thing for Chris Hemsworth when he had to climb, let's face it, 900 feet? Whatever. I'll see your 900 and raise you 1271, right, people? Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Jane. We're just going to share a few sneak peeks of some clips from the show and let Jane and the doctor give you guys a little preview. And then we'll go back to the drinks, because I know I don't know about you, but after that climb, I need a few glasses of Savvy B, and it's also Friday night, so. Jane.
Thank you.
Jane, team one.
Woo! Oh, wait, by the way, I have to say one more thing. Jane is deathly afraid of heights.
Yes.
And she conquered her fear today, and I think she deserves a huge round of applause. And I know you have two daughters, is that right? One daughter, who is 17, who's gonna be just jaw drop when she sees the photos, right? Which I would like you to film a video of you showing her the photos.
It was so fantastic, and totally, the doctor told me what to do. I was up there halfway up the stairs, being like, oh my God, can I do this? And I did my box breathing. I understand the second group actually were up there doing the breathing exercise on the edge. So kudos to you guys, but like, I just think that was such an amazing experience, and I couldn't have done it without you. But, you know, I'm also like incredibly impressed by what Chris managed to do. Chris was outstanding in terms of across this show. People say, was Chris really all in? He was 100% all in. He did stuff that we just couldn't believe. And we asked him to do crazy stuff like, could you actually climb up a rope to a cable car? And then he spent 3 months just on his own, just rehearsing doing it. And then when it came to this challenge, well, maybe let's have a look at the first clip, which shows him doing the breathing exercise that I think we've all done today. So let's have a look. And I think lots of us now know today it really, really works. I was doing it halfway up the stairs and it worked for me. So it was an amazing experience, just like going through that stuff with Chris. But the second clip I think that we're going to show is showing him getting ready. Let's have a look at the second one.
I just say 900 feet and no stairs.
But slack line.
Yeah, fair enough.
Slack line. That was a big part of it, is the fact that he can't feel any kind of harness. He can't feel anything. And he's scared too. We bonded over that. He was like, he really hated that stuff. It was also 25-mile-an-hour winds up there. We had to delay doing that for 5 hours because the health and safety people were like, you can't do this, it's too windy. And when we finally did it, it was still pretty damn windy up there, and everyone was kind of freaking out. We had to do the whole thing that everybody here had to do of taking everything out of your pockets. You know why that is, don't you? Could kill someone on the bottom. You know, that thing, anything in your pocket. It's not about you losing stuff. It's about what it might do to somebody down there. It was the end of a 3-day planning for him. But Modupe, do you want to say a little bit about working with Chris?
A lot of first, even just watching it, I feel like I sit there breathing. Like she probably just heard me like breathing, just watching it. Yes. It was a treat to work with him. It was a treat to work with the team. Partially because when you know somebody really wants to conquer fears or be able to use the tools to make their lives so much better, that much better, then it's motivation on my end to be able to teach whatever I can. And so to see him do that meant a lot. I think it meant a lot to all of us. And so I was sitting down there. Sometimes in the episode, I feel like I look like that evil teacher, like, but in my heart, I had to breathe and all that watching him go through it. But I knew that we had given him the tools. I had given him the tools. He took it very seriously, and then you saw him use them up there. And so that is the biggest gift in terms of a teacher, to be able to watch somebody use what you've given them and know that it's not just for this one instance, that there are times where he is using that now in his life. And so the same applies to each of you. You just sat here conquering a fear that you had. Jane sat here conquering a fear. And so the thing about stress is also being able to remind yourself of times where you have overcome that stress. So it's not just this moment. This is going to carry you through so many other moments. So I'm excited for the journey you all are on, just in watching this and experiencing this.
Thank you, Modupe. Thank you. This is just one of the shows. This is the beginning of a journey. You also see Chris explore longevity and how to get there in all different kind of ways. He surfs in the Arctic, which is pretty incredible. As you've seen, he does Navy SEAL training. He goes unguided with no phone and no map into the wilderness and tries to figure that out. He really goes to the limit. And no show is made by just a few people. There's so many NatGeo people in the room here, so thank you to all of them. And there's a big team, mostly in London, back there, who put in all of the real hours. But I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have fun, and remember the breathing. Thank you.
And I'll say one more thing. So, like Jane said, it's 6 episodes, and each episode explores a different theme. And the last episode is acceptance. And I've worked at NatGeo for 18 years, and I've seen a lot of television. I've never seen a series quite like this. And the last episode is very unique, very profound. You will laugh, you will cry, and you'll really think about life differently. It's about aging. And that is the episode we're going to screen at our premiere, red carpet premiere, with Mr. Hemsworth on November 15th in New York. So all the journalists here, you will get an invite in your inbox. So we look forward to seeing you all there. And the last thing I'll say is, Marvel was very nervous that we were going to kill Thor in the making of this series. And I'm happy to report we did not. So Marvel isn't coming after little NatGeo just yet. But I think after this, Chris was all in from the start, super game. We would like to make this a franchise with different celebrities, and I have a feeling after this airs, we're gonna have a list of people calling who want to try something like this, because it is so different and unique and profound. And so we really appreciate your support in getting the word out and getting people to watch it on Disney Plus November 16th. For those that did the climb, the bar is still open. You probably need another drink. Enjoy the evening. Thank you all so much.